at the scene. And we could take another lap.
David Ace, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ace, the next to hit. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. In there safely.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Up now for the Tigers.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
That's in there, and 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One away with a runner at third. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Dakota Jordan at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941. 2 outs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 2. The throw to second is offline.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, 1 out. Addison Barger, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done, drives in the run. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Dakota Jordan. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Squirts away a little bit. To third. Tag. Got him. So the lineup flips over. Next is the designated hitter, Johnny DeLuca. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground to third. Young. To second, that's 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers 4 and the Angels 2. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ground ball could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Runner at first with no outs here. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runners at the corners, nobody out. Kahn getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, try to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
That one is absolutely belted. Come on, ball. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. Another one in his incredible season. It's 11-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry, and Didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Base is empty, one away. Here's the second baseman, David Ace, looking to complete the cycle with a double. Swings through that one for strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 12-3. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's the left fielder. 0 for 3 in this one. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
0-1 down. Base hit. Bichette around third and headed home. He's safe. And now it's 12-4.
Up next for the Angels.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Quintero is just one strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers take this one in a blowout. Ace really stood out in this win. 5 hits, including a couple of homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh, yeah, I always find my way back right under you, bringing me back to life with you. Cherry tree, oh, yeah, I always know that I can find you here, yeah. You keep me with a grip from ear to ear, always standing tall. If I could be just like your knees, sunken streams inside.
David Ace, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. 1 down. Now, David Ace.
And here we go, Boog. A chance to see if he can up his hitting streak to the magic 40-game mark.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Runner at first with 2 away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Tigers fail to make any noise. They lead it 2-1. And next for LA, Zach Cole.
Zach Cole.
Grounder might be 2. O'Malley over to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. O'Hara back to work. Lined into right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Now it's going to be Brian Chen. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now it's the second baseman, David Ace. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right.
Center fielder, Keaton.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Man at first, Keaton Wood up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Ace, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Way out front for strike 2. Action in the Angels bullpen. Luis Velasquez up and loosening in the pen. Criswell, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Outside with a breaking ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Next one is off the plate, and the count's full.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
in the dirt, gets away from Huff. But no advance from the runners. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Johnny Biggs departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Jeff Criswell takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Leo DeVries up now for the Tigers. You talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right through there for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Goes down looking. Nice work from the Angel pen there. Eighth inning coming up. Tigers 4 and the Angels 1. Ace had a great showing in the win.
But Boog can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
David Ace riding an historic 40-game hitting streak where every at-bat has become a must-watch moment. One hit away from moving past Ty Cobb's run in 1911. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, David Ace up now for the Tigers. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Into the bullpen and gone. That's his 4th home run of the series. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Now batting, second baseman, David Ace.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. And that's a 2-out double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the batter now, Randy Kahn. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Two outs, two in scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. 3 innings complete. It's the Tigers 2 and the Angels 1. Man at first, one away.
Second baseman, David Ace.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Another homer. His 90th home run of the season. And they add a couple more. It's 4-1. Singing, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Ha-Sung Kim digs in now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And he grounds one to the right side. Ace gets it to first, and that is the third out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. So up next, David Ace. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
They told me slowly is the fastest way to keep it on the beat, so I stick this to the scene.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for Detroit, Randy Kahn. Curveball drops in there.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Ace at first, one gone. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the dirt, but kept close. To second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
Ace was a big contributor for them in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.